Hey Meeting House, London family. Welcome. It's Christmas time, and although we can't gather physically in this season, we wanted to be able to do something for our community here in London that helps us reflect and focus on the hope that we have in Jesus. I know this season there's a lot of loss and grief that so many of us are feeling as we enter into this season. So many of us look forward to this season where we spending time with our family, with our friends, having a lot of fun. And so many of us are grieving so much loss this year. And that continues into this next season. But we have hope. And that's the beautiful promise that we have in this season, that Jesus has come to be with us. And I wanted to read a little bit from Isaiah 9, verse 6. It's this classic Christmas verse from the prophet Isaiah. And he says this as he prophesies to the nation of Israel, the coming Messiah. He says, "For a child is born to us, a son is given to us, and the government will rest on his shoulders. And he will be called Wonderful Counselor, Mighty God, Everlasting Father, and Prince of Peace." And in this season, I pray that that would be true for you. And as we spend some time reflecting and singing some classic Christmas carols tonight, and as you're watching from your home, possibly with your family, I pray that would be so real for you, that Jesus would be your wonderful counselor, your mighty God, your everlasting Father, and your Prince of Peace. And so we're going to sing tonight and celebrate and just spend a few minutes together as a church family. I hope you can join us from wherever you are. Throw us on your TV, watch us on your computer, and really spend some time reflecting on the hope that we have in the midst of this season of loss and grief. We have hope that a new day is dawning and that our future is bright. Let's sing.
Sounding And as we just reflect upon this season, I know I've really felt, as everything's kind of been stripped back, just this sense of what Christmas really means, that God is truly with us in all things, in the difficult and challenging times as well as the joyful. And so I think this season we get to experience that in a new and fresh way, that God with us, that He is entered in to this pandemic and to these challenges and into our frustration and loneliness. And just I hope and pray that you are able to experience His presence, His closeness this Christmas in a new way.
To certain portion And so it continued both day and night. Nowhere, 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 nowhere. Born is the King of Israel. Nowhere, 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 nowhere. Born is the King of Israel. Nowhere, how nowhere, nowhere. Born is the King of Israel.
As we sing this next song, O Holy Night, there's a line that just really resonates with me. A thrill of hope, the weary world rejoices. And I know we all feel this sense of weariness this season. And as we head back into isolation and lockdown, this reminder that God is with us, that God enters into that with us. And He brings His hope to that. And whatever we are experiencing or feeling, our loneliness, our frustration, our sadness, our feeling of loss, God enters in. And so as we sing, I just pray for this Christmas that you would sense His presence so close to you. Oh, holy night, the stars are brightly shining. It is the night of our dear Savior's born. Long lay the world in sin and error pining, till He appeared and the soul felt its worth. A thrill of hope, the weary world rejoices, for yonder breaks a new and glorious morn. Fall on your knees, oh, hear the angel voices. Oh, night divine, oh, night when Christ was born. Oh, night divine, oh, night, oh, night divine. Truly taught to enter into our pain and our joy, our hardship and sorrow, our loneliness and grief and laughter. God, you enter into it all. So God, would you just come and meet us where our hearts are? Would you just come and speak into our hearts and bring us hope and give us peace. Thank you that you've come to us. Amen. As we sing this next song, O Holy Night, there's a line that just really resonates with me. A thrill of hope, the weary world rejoices. And that's so true for us. I know for me, I feel weary, tired as we head back into a time of lockdown. And I love that in this weariness that Christ brings hope. And so wherever you are, and whatever it is that you are facing, whether it's loneliness, whether you're really feeling the sense of loss, stress, anxiety, whatever it is, God comes and chooses to enter into that with us. And then he brings his hope. So my prayer is that we would just experience his presence, this with us, this Emmanuel, in such a new and fresh way this Christmas.
The stars are brightly shining. It is the night of a dear Savior's birth. Long lay the world in sin and error pining, till he appeared, and the soul felt its worth. A thrill of him, the weary world rejoices, for yonder breaks a new and glorious morn. Fall on your knees, oh, hear the angel voices, oh,
was born. Oh, night divine, oh, night divine, oh, night divine, oh, night divine. God, we thank you that you've come. You choose to enter into every and any situation. You meet us where our heart is, and you invite us into this beautiful relationship. God, would you bring us your hope and your peace and your joy this season? May we experience you, God, with us.